Attention you questionnaire in psychosophia and socionics. Hello, whoever you are, let's get you up to speed. Well, now send you a questionnaire in socionics with 17 questions. Your task is to answer all the questions orally or in writing, but it's best to answer them orally as they're much more reliable. If answering orally, please allow 1.5 to 2 to 2.5 minutes. If answering in writing, please provide 3 to 45 sentences for each question. Very important, please send only a fully completed questionnaire. You can do this using the Favorites tab in the Telegram app. Psychosophy questionnaire. 1. What is your name? Where are you from? Tell us briefly about yourself. What do you do? What are your interests, etc.? Why did you decide to contact us? Do you try to recall the main goals you've set for yourself in life and name them? Why are they important to you? 3. How did you assess your chances of achieving success before and during your journey toward your chosen goal? Were there any, were there, were there any misjudgments? 4. How important is the opinion of others in assessing your achievements? Family members, friends, bosses, etc. 5. Do loved ones or other important people greatly influence your decisions? To what extent do they have any influence? Give an example from your life. 6. What has motivated you to move forward? 7. Are there any achievements you are proud of? Is public recognition important to you? 8. How do you feel if no one notices your successes and doesn't support you in your endeavors? 9. Can you get others to do what you want? How exactly will you do this? Examples are recommended. 10. If you had a team under your command, how would you organize your management? Describe your leadership style. 11. How do you react to situations when someone or something forces you to do something you don't want to do? 12. What do you consider comfort and physical pleasure? Are they important to you? Can physical labor be enjoyable? If so, how? 13. Expand on the concept of my territory quote. What do you perceive as an infringement on your territory? 14. How important are wealth and what do you consider wealth and financial independence to you? What does wealth give you? What would you spend $1 million on? 15. How do you choose your clothes in the store? 16. What do you do if you get sick? What if someone close to you gets sick? 17. How do you rate your productivity? How do you feel about lazy and idle people? 18. How do you create what you consider to be adequate living conditions for yourself? Do you strive to improve these conditions? If so, how do you do so? 19. What motivates you to increase your wealth? 20. How important is it to you for others to be comfortable and happy? What do you do to ensure such conditions? 21. What does caring mean to you? What kind of caring do you want from others? 22. How inquisitive are you when it comes to acquiring new knowledge? Why do you need this knowledge? 23. Do you want to share your scientific research, views, ideas, and reflections on various topics with others? Why? Are you ever afraid to express your opinion or answer in front of an audience? If so, why? 24. How interested are you in discussing various philosophical or theoretical questions? 25. What questions do you find most interesting to discuss? What questions do you find most interesting to ponder alone? Why? 26. What is your greatest motivator for engaging in intellectual activity? Are intellectual pursuits interesting in themselves? Why? 27. What is your internal reaction when circumstances or people reveal to you the possible fallacy of some of your ideas? What do you do in such cases? 28. Who or what can change your point of view? Are you easily persuaded? Do you enjoy persuading others? 29. How do you feel about people who pursue education for the sake of it? Do you study anything simply, quote, for the love of it? 30. How comfortable are you communicating with people whose views differ from yours? 31. Tell us what the world of emotions and feelings means to you and your life. How important it is and why. How important are your own emotions to you? 32. How interested are you in the emotions and feelings of others? Why? What kind of support do you find best and most appropriate? Have you ever experienced this? 33. How do you react if someone wants to whine to you to, quote, cry on your shoulder? If someone imposes their emotional state on you? 34. How do you understand the phrase, quote, emotional interaction? How typical is this for you? Do you often need emotional interaction? In what situations? 35. If you find yourself in a bad mood with friends, how do you cope? 36. How easy is it for you to provide emotional support to others? An example is preferable, and do you need it to yourself? 37. What does emotional discomfort mean to you and how do you cope with it? 38. Have you ever experienced situations where you didn't quite adequately express your emotions in the presence of others? Did you feel distressed afterward? 39. Do you consider your inner world rich in emotions? Why? How natural is it for you to bring these inner emotions outward and express them? Do you ever find this difficult? 40. Tell us about your favorite movie / book / music band / song, etc. What grabs you? What do you like most? Please comment on the following statements. I am anonymity. First sentence. Second, don't interfere in anything and let the events of your life take their own course. 3. I have difficulty formulating my thoughts. 4. Emotional inadequacy. 5. Financial crisis, lack of money. 6. Socionics questionnaire. 2. Describe a day in your life. 3. Define the concepts, at least one sentence for each concept. Order, freedom, God, human, morality, betrayal, work, boring. 4. Describe a memorable trip, concert, meeting with friends, etc. 5. What modern phenomena upset you most? What do you think needs to be done to rectify the situation? 6. What trends do you observe in your country's society? 7. What values do you believe should be promoted in society? 8. What do you think about the fact that in the modern world, state borders continue to be changed through wars, revolutions, and coups? To what extent do you think these methods are justified? Reflect on this topic. 9. In your opinion, what is the key to a successful presentation of it is A. A scientific report, B. A musical performance. 10. What qualities or skills did your parents instill in you? What do you think should be cultivated in children? 11. You find yourself in an unfriendly group. What would be your reaction, your actions? What do you think could be the reason for this attitude towards you? 12. Do you have an inner, quote, inner circle of people? Describe it, and what kind of people are included in it? 13. What do you think so many conflicts held between people. 14. Describe the ideal leader. What qualities should they possess and which should they lack? 15. If you were mayor of your city, what would be the first thing you would do in this position? What changes would you bring to the city? 16. Do you have any personal life philosophy or principles that you adhere to? Briefly describe them. 17. Comment on the following statements, at least a couple of sentences for each. 1. We must hold our homeland dearer to us than ourselves. Ancient aphorism. 2. Fear makes cruel. There is no one more merciless than a frightened coward. Victor Hugo.